Yeah, it looks that way. It's a valiant effort from him, though, to try and go clear. And Mads Pedersen now racing back in towards the city, still clear. And like we said just a moment ago, not really so much. See, you see the peloton now here. It's just there's no real concerted chase. You've got Unibet Titema Rockets riding on the front with one rider. Alex Edmondson from Picnic Post is there, but with no teammates in the peloton, so he's not going to pull in that group. So this is looking more and more like Mads Pedersen is on his way to victory here as he heads down the flat road that takes him into the town for the final time, and he's now going to be approaching that first part of the climb in around 500 metres.
The Vuelta beckons, but right now he's on home soil and his only thoughts are about pumping the pedals and carrying that lead. And how does he ride the next couple of kilometres? Does he go absolutely flat chat and hope that he's got a decent advantage into the bottom of the hill, or does he try to start to just throttle back ever so slightly and just try and save something, try and measure it? I mean, how do you do that as a rider?
I think Mads Pedersen's a really smart rider. He's gonna measure his effort. He's going to come into the climb now, and he's even with 2.3 Ks to go, he doesn't want to kind of do anything that's going to put himself in trouble. But yeah, whatever happens now, he's had a hard day out there. I think this has been a really tough stage. He's been he's not been solo, but he's been on the attack now for over 70 kilometres, and in these conditions on this finishing circuit, that's quite an effort, to be honest. And he's going to be feeling it. His team car is now back with him.
Yeah, back to support and encourage. No more feeding at this point, of course. That ended with 15 kilometres to go. Antoine Lut is still hanging on clear of the rest by, well, about 8 seconds, so he will be vulnerable to becoming reabsorbed. All you can do is bang the door and give him a shout. Is that distracting for riders? Do some riders like it? Not everyone appreciates the shouting and roaring. Well, I mean, it must be difficult as a sporting director as well to contain your excitement as well, because the adrenaline is coursing through every team member's veins at this point.
Yeah, you have to know your rider, know what they like. Some riders absolutely love it. Some riders don't like it at all. So you have to know your riders and what they want and what they need from you. And maybe we didn't really see the whole picture, but maybe the wind was coming from one side there, so it was a perfect excuse to go up alongside, bang the car door, just block the side wind a little bit on that climb, and you try and employ any little tactic that you can do. You can wave at the peloton there as he goes on the descent. He can get a good look at who's pulling on the way up, but with 40 seconds or 50 seconds advantage now in this final part, he's got to be feeling confident now.
Surely home and hosed. He's got over half a minute advantage over his nearest chaser, the very impressive breakout neophyte Antoine Lut is just over half a minute down, but still himself holding on to about 18 seconds over the peloton, who appear resigned to their fate and appear resigned to battling for at best second place on this stage, because into the final climb and into the final kilometre of this fourth and penultimate stage of the Tour of Denmark goes the overall race leader. It's been absolutely immense. He's been clear of that main peloton since almost 80 kilometres of the day remaining. Raced across to the breakaway group of 7, dragged a rider with him, William Bloom-Levy, and then one by one he slowly but surely just detached himself from the rest, pushed them all behind him and raced on solo without a glance behind, well, barely a glance behind at any rate, and he's heading now towards another impressive victory up the steepest part of this cruel climb that has gradients approaching 20%, I can tell you. Doesn't look like it the way he's stomping on the pedals there. He's got 226 and a bit kilometres of racing in his legs today as well. You wouldn't think that, would you? But Mads Pedersen is made of special stuff. Former world champion, gets the distance. He's got the power in abundance at the end of 4 or 5 hours of racing, and he's now heading towards another stage victory and indeed extending his advantage on general classification.
Yeah, he certainly is. He's over the climb. He has one last look over his shoulder, and he knows the job is done here as he comes into the very, very final part of the course.
Yeah, let's Let's take him home now and consider the moment. There is enough done at this point. He can start to enjoy it. Of course, he'll ride it to the line to take as much time for general classification as possible, but maybe he'll just savour the moment of his 6th career stage success as Mads Pedersen takes glory on stage 4 of Tour of Denmark. The clock starts to run now to describe the measure of his victory, but I think many words in print are required as well to give a sense of the scale of the ambition of that effort as well. Will Lotha manage to hang on for second? He's vulnerable here, and it looks as if he could well be hounded down and chased down at the death here as Del Grosso, I think it is, who's coming. Is it to just ambush and take that second place on the line? Del Grosso gets second, and Lotha just about hangs on for a fine 3rd place finish as the rest come in pretty much single file behind, and everyone is absolutely exhausted. It was a race that was on for hours and hours and hours, pretty much all day. Mads Pedersen is utterly exhausted. He didn't necessarily get the big advantage that he would have liked, but what a dominant performance once again from Mads Pedersen, winner on stage 4.